So this is a problem that the quickest answer may not be so obvious. What they're asking us for is to solve for what is g of negative 4. So essentially, when we know that g of 4, when positive 4 is plugged into here, we know that it equals 8. So another way of rewriting that really is that g of 4 equals a to the 4 squared plus 24, and we know that all of this will actually equal 8. That's what that first term thing, this is what this means. And what they're asking, what happens when we flip it to negative 4? What does that do to our answer? Well, the question is still, the answer is still going to be a, because what we recognize is that this is being squared. So it's not going to change ultimately what our answer is. And not necessarily obviously, especially in the heat of the test, but it's amazing how starting to look at number 10, you can see that, you know what, if there's a way to get around calculating, it may be something like that. But let's go through this in the more thorough way that maybe that we'll see if we don't pick up on that obviously. Another way we can see that essentially is that we can solve for a. And we can see it as, we can rewrite that problem, 8 equals positive 4, equals a times positive 4 squared plus 24. Then we see that this is going to turn into 16a plus 24 equals 8. 8 minus 24 would be negative 16, which means that that equals 16a, which really means that a equals negative 1. And now that we know what a equals, we can plug that into the second equation where we plug in for negative 4. We do is we go, we rewrite it where this becomes negative 1, then we put a negative 4, and now we're addressing this problem here. And we can just solve for it. So we have negative 1 times 16 plus 24. So you have negative 16 plus 24. And we wouldn't know what this equals yet, but it turns out that that doesn't equal 8. And that leaves us with a again. So it's okay if you do it the second way. Don't sweat it. Don't be, oh, I'm a dum-dum. Like, you're not. Trust me. This is actually how I solved it the first time. And it wasn't until I looked back I realized that you could have tried this method as well. So whatever works great for you, practice both, and you'll be ready for a lot of other questions as well.